Tonight, we confront one of the hardest questions in American national security. Can a regional war be justified to prevent a nuclear Iran? In Washington, that question is no longer academic. It is no longer theoretical. It is a question of timing, credibility, and strategic consequence. Because once Iran crosses the nuclear threshold, the entire security architecture of the Middle East changes, and not in ways the United States or its partners can easily reverse. The central issue is not simply whether Iran would possess a bomb, it is what that bomb would do to the political psychology of the region. A nuclear capability would not merely strengthen Tehran's deterrent, it would give the regime a protective shield behind which it could act more aggressively, through missiles, proxies, coercion, and intimidation, while raising the cost of any meaningful response. That is the real strategic danger. Not only a nuclear weapon, but a nuclear umbrella over Iran's regional project. From the Gulf to the Eastern Mediterranean, every American partner would be forced to recalculate. Some would hedge, some would accommodate. Some would begin questioning whether Washington's security commitments still carry weight. And that is where the issue extends well beyond Iran. If the United States declares for decades that a nuclear Iran is unacceptable and then fails to prevent it, the damage is not confined to the Middle East. It reaches every theater where American credibility underpins deterrence. In that sense, this is also a test of U.S. resolve. There are, of course, those who argue that deterrence would hold, that Iran, like other powers before it, could be contained. But that view assumes a level of stability, discipline, and clarity that this region has rarely provided. The Middle East is not a static bipolar system. It is a crowded battle space of proxies, ideological actors, compressed decision-making timelines, and persistent escalation risks. In such an environment, miscalculation is not a side issue. It is the issue. And then there is proliferation. If Iran goes nuclear, others will reconsider their options. The non-proliferation regime weakens. Regional arms competition accelerates. Crisis management becomes infinitely more dangerous. At that point, the cost of prevention will look far lower than the cost of acceptance. This is the uncomfortable logic now shaping serious strategic thinking. The choice may no longer be between war and breed. It may be between a limited war now, or a far more dangerous order later, an order in which Iran is emboldened, America is doubted, allies are unnerved, adversaries are encouraged, and the region enters a nuclear age with no reliable off-ramp. That is why, for many in Washington, preventing a nuclear Iran is not seen as escalation for its own sake. It is seen as the last line of prevention.